Hello friends. So today I have my shirt on. A lot of people didn't like that I didn't have a shirt the last video, so here I am with a shirt. So today I want to talk about the biggest lie that people with goals tell themselves. People who want to go somewhere, people who want to do something, and people who want to be someone. Biggest lie that they tell themselves is, I'm gonna start when I'm ready. I'm gonna start my business when I'm not too busy. I'm gonna start working out when I have time. I'm gonna start asking girls out when XYXY. This is inspired by a friend I talked to the other day, and he was saying that he would start taking life seriously once he's out of college. He'll start working out once he has time. He's just too busy right now, and he'll start dating when he's financially capable, which the last one makes sense, but the other ones I want to discuss. So when I heard this, the first thought that popped in my mind was, how on earth do you not have time? Like, we all have 24 hours, yeah? I mean, that's a fact, right? Like, even if you're in the US or you're in Europe or you're in Asia, whatever continent you are, you have 24 hours. Let's say 8 hours is allotted to sleep. Okay, so you have 16 hours left. You have to eat, you have to prepare food, you have to do your laundry. Let's allot 5 hours for that. That's more than enough, yeah? I think it's reasonable to say that you can eat, you can cook meals, you can, do your chores within 5 hours. I think that's reasonable to say. Let's say 6 hours. Okay, fine. You have 10 hours. 10 hours left. And let's say you have to work for 8 hours. You have 2 hours left. What on earth are you doing in those 2 hours? Because it doesn't take a long time to build a business. What it takes to build a business is consistency. You can allot 60 minutes in building your business every day. And I'm pretty sure that in 90 days, you'll have a well-running business already. You can allot 60 minutes of working out every day. And in 90 days, I'm pretty sure you will get in better shape. And I understand that there are some people who really have a lot of responsibilities and have to do a lot of stuff. But you know what's funny? What I found is that those people who are really busy are the ones who can find time to do what they know they need to do. The most responsible people, the people with kids, the people with jobs, the people who have to do so many things, they know that they need to work out. And that's why they find time to work out. They know that they need to make money. That's why they find time to build their business. I think most of the people who say, I'm going to start when I'm ready, are people who actually haven't taken much responsibility, ironically, based on observation. With that in mind, how can we effectively use the 2 hours that we have? Given that, the breaking down at the time I said earlier is how a typical life is. Okay, the most important thing you should remember in achieving any goal is consistency. You have to practice the thing every single day. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. Consistency is about taking small steps, but taking them every day. And that will take you farther than sprinting for 1 month and then resting for a long time. It will take you much farther if you just walk every day for 90 minutes than if you sprint for a month and then you take 60 days off. So look at the most basic unit that you can do and do that consistently every single day. So for business, essentially business is about making money. It's for profit. So how do you make money? I think the easiest way to earn money is through selling, because sales is where value is exchanged. So I would suggest, if you want to start a business, look at something that you could sell. It doesn't even have to be your product. That's exactly what I did, is I pitched clients on the internet that, hey, you have a product, you have a program, you have courses. I'm going to help you sell it on Instagram. They have a program already, they have the credentials, but they don't have the social presence and they don't understand the algorithm of Instagram on how to go viral and get clients there. So I help them do that. And because I'm in the middle of the exchange of value, I'm in the sale, I can ask, okay, pay me 10% of the money that you make. With fitness, Just do the most basic things. Do your pull-ups, do your push-ups, do your squats if you don't have weights. If you do have weights, you do your bench press, do your deadlift, do your squat, and then do some form of cardio, even if it's just walking or running. The roads are free, yeah? Consistently do them every single day, even for just 30 minutes. For dating, consistently put yourself out there. Talk to women, approach them, and then say hi. Be a genuine person and form a relationship rather than just going for thinking about, oh, I want to get to bed with this woman. Learn how to develop even friendships, right? And that gives you much confidence moving forward if you find the girl who's actually really into you and is compatible with you. So start there, do that every single day, and it will exponentially compound in the long run. Progress isn't always linear. It's not like I do something and then I improve. I do something and improve. It's not like this, right? It's like you do something and maybe it doesn't improve. You do something and maybe it doesn't improve. You do something and then everything happens. So it's a different slope. I'm gonna put the visual here. So that's a linear progression. Sometimes skills work like that, but most of the time it's like this. It's an exponential thing where nothing happens and then everything happens. Now finally, the best thing about starting when you're busy, starting when you don't have time, is that when you do have the time, you've already built up something that could just skyrocket. You can then invest so much time on that thing and then boom, you're done. You're there. You've achieved it. I know this because this is how I started my business. So back then I was a night shifter. I did customer service and I was working from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And I promised myself that I would post every single day before I went to bed on X. So I would post a written thing about what I learned during that day. So let's say I learned about how to handle irate customers. I'd post about that. And I wasn't good at first, but eventually I understood how to write a good hook, how to catch attention, how to inspire action, how to get people to comment on things, how to get people to click on links. And eventually my work, what happened was there was not enough customers. They weren't making too many sales. So we were forced to cut hours and I was getting paid so low. But what was great about that was I already built a Twitter page that was getting engagement and I've already learned how to monetize it. So I just put all my attention to that and then I made it work. And that's how I built a business. So yeah, that's the power of compounding. That's the power of compound interest. And that's why starting when you're ready is a lie. Just start now. Do the bare minimum. Do the most basic thing that you can do for your goal. And that's how you go somewhere. That's how you do something. And that's how you become someone. I hope this helps. And like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.